Virgo, you are reaching the point where overthinking no longer feels safer than honesty. And that changes everything this week. The Virgo moon opening the week intensifies your awareness immediately. You notice details others miss, emotional inconsistencies, shifts in tone, small signs that something underneath the surface is changing. And honestly, you are correct. Mars square Pluto creates hidden pressure involving responsibilities, beliefs, work structures, or emotional exhaustion. You may feel mentally overloaded trying to manage too many things at once, while still appearing composed externally. But something inside you is becoming less willing to tolerate emotional imbalance just because it is familiar. Especially around Tuesday and Wednesday, avoid trying to solve emotionally charged situations through pure logic alone. Someone may react defensively. Conversations may escalate faster than expected. Not every problem can be fixed immediately through analysis. Some truths simply need to be acknowledged first. And midweek, Venus square Saturn forces emotional realism into relationships and expectations. Someone may feel distant, distracted, unavailable, or emotionally restrained. At first, you may blame yourself or wonder what you did wrong. Don't. This transit is exposing emotional structure, not assigning emotional blame. You are learning who communicates consistently, who avoids difficult emotional conversations, and who only reaches for closeness when it benefits them personally. That clarity becomes uncomfortable, but extremely useful. Professionally and financially, this is also a powerful week for restructuring priorities. You may begin questioning whether your current pace is sustainable physically, mentally, or emotionally long-term. And Virgo, your body is not separate from your stress. Pay attention to fatigue, tension, sleep disruption, or emotional burnout signals this week. Your nervous system is trying to protect you before collapse becomes necessary. Around Thursday into Friday, something mentally settles into place. A conversation, realization, or emotional truth helps reduce the confusion you have been carrying internally. And once clarity arrives, your anxiety decreases surprisingly fast. Because uncertainty has been exhausting you more than reality itself. By the weekend, the Sagittarius moon shifts your attention toward perspective, emotional grounding, and future planning. You begin reconnecting with stability instead of spiraling through possibilities. Peace does not come from controlling every variable. Peace comes from finally accepting what is true, even when it forces change.
Virgo, your tarot card is the Ace of Swords. Clarity arrives sharply this week. A realization, conversation, or emotional truth cuts through confusion that has exhausted you mentally for far too long. At first, honesty may feel uncomfortable, but it immediately restores direction. The Ace of Swords reminds you that truth creates freedom even when it changes plans. Stop doubting what your intuition has already been trying to tell you. Your mind becomes stronger once it aligns with reality instead of fear.
Virgo, you get hexagram 61, Wind over Lake, Inner Truth. Your intuition becomes unusually accurate this week. This hexagram asks you to trust the emotional signals quietly rising beneath logic and overanalysis. You already know more than you keep trying to rationalize away. Inner truth is about alignment between what you feel, what you know, and what you choose. Once those things stop fighting each other internally, peace arrives much faster than expected.
Virgo, your rune is Isa. Isa is the rune of stillness, pause, and emotional containment. Something in your life may temporarily feel slowed, delayed, or emotionally suspended this week. But this pause exists for observation, not punishment. The rune asks you to stop forcing immediate answers. Clarity often arrives once emotional pressure stops distorting your perspective. Stillness can reveal truths movement keeps hiding.
This week exposed pressure points you could not keep ignoring. But exposure is not destruction, it is revelation. Some of you saw the truth in another person. Some of you saw it in yourselves. Either way, the illusion cracked for a reason. Leave a comment and tell me what part of this week's reading hit the hardest for you emotionally. I read more of them than you think. And do not forget to watch your rising sign too. Sometimes your rising sign explains the lesson your heart is still trying to fully understand. Subscribe if you are ready for the next message when it arrives.